Good morning, everyone. Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. This morning, I'm going to share with you a book haul that we got in, and we are excited about these books. We always love adding to our library, so I will be back to share with you what we got. Welcome back, everyone. I am so excited to share with you this Wednesday morning books that we got. A lot of these are from Amazon. A few of these are from Master Books. So without further delay, I'm going to get started showing you the books that we got. They're not in any particular order. They're just books I wanted to add to our library. So I hope you enjoy them. So the first book that I got is called Big Thoughts for Little People, ABCs to Help You Grow. And Mason has done really, really good on his alphabet, his upper and lowercase. And I just thought this was a cool book. I liked it. I just like how it talks about T is for thankful. Thank God for your lunch and thank him for dinner and breakfast and brunch. And I just love the pictures, the little illustrations, and just seeing all these happy children. And I just love the colors. And it's just so cheerful and happy. So I know Mason is going to really like this book. So that is that one. The next one I got are my favorite animal rhymes. And I want to work with Mason. We were doing these and we have not been doing these for a while. So we're going to go through and see how many of these we remember. And I just think they're fun illustrated pictures. And I think Mason's going to enjoy doing some of these, like Pop Goes a Weasel, that's fun, Little Miss Muffet, just all the great ones, Yankee Doodle, just so many great ones, the Five Little Monkeys. So I just want to work with him during Morning Time Basket and go through some of these and start doing animal rhymes. I thought, how fun is that? The next one is My Awesome Alphabet Book. And this has with letter shape pages. And I like it because they're cutouts and they're like the A. And when you lift it, you can actually see the cutout of the whole letter A. And it's really cool. And I like on the front, it has A is for apple. And then when you flip it over, it has an astronaut, acorn, arrow, and it just goes through. And I like how they're cut out when you flip them up. And it's got like the whole letter there. So I thought he would really enjoy this book. So I just want to go back through and talk about the alphabet. I want to talk about phonetic sounds and how, which ones are vowels, which ones are consonants. So I thought this would be a perfect, colorful book to do that. The next one is animals, all different animals. Ooh, I don't mean to turn to that page, but here is our bat. And it just goes through, and once again, it's got the big letters, and so like turtle, just sounding out. But I just love the pictures. I love all the little animals. Mason loves them. He thinks they're great. He loves animals. So I thought this would be a perfect book to add. And it just has so many different animals. I love the cheetah here, giving her a kiss. So that is a great book. I'm excited about that one. The next three that I have are from Master Books. It's not too small at all. A Mouse Tale. And I'm excited for him to read this because we're not too small. We can do lots of things no matter what size we are. We can do things and be helpful and do lots of great things. So it's just really cool. And it's just got some really cool pictures in here. I think he'll really like this. So this was a recommendation for first grade with their Bible curriculum, but I'm excited for him to read this because I just thought this would be a perfect book for him. The next one I got from them is called The Door of Salvation. And I love this one because it has like little flaps in here that you lift up. So these are like presents. And then you lift it up and it tells you a story, a little message inside. So all of them have a door and it gives you a message inside. And I just really loved this book about Jesus and different stories in the Bible and just all the flaps that you can look up and see the stories under. So I'm excited about this one. The next one is Charlie Anne Trike and the Grand Canyon Adventures. So they do have one. I thought it was a book about the Yellowstone, about Yellowstone. We're going to be going there in about a week and a half, but it was a DVD. So I went ahead and chose this one. We are also going to be going to the Grand Canyon sometime in the fall. And this is just a really cool book. It opens up and just beautiful illustrations. So I'm excited for him for this one. The next book I got, I was very interested in this book when I seen it. Pink is for Girls. And you go through and it's talking about this book, and every color is for more. And it says pink is for boys and girls. And bows and fancy clothes. Blue is for girls and boys. And uniforms on a team. And it goes through just the different ones. Yellow is for boys and girls. So just all colors, and just how all children love all the different colors. So I thought this was interesting when I saw the cover, and I just went through and did a little review on it and checked it out and seeing what people had to say about it, and it was really fun. So I'm excited about that book. The next one is by DK, and it's the Big Book of Crafts and Activities. So grab your stuff and get creative. So I like this just because if we want to make different things or gift to people things, there are some really cool crafts to go in and make some really pretty. These are beaded insects, so I thought those were cool. My daughter would be fantastic at making those. There's things for Christmas we can do. Valentine's, they're just all different. Glove. Change purses. And I just saw some things like these cakes, making a birthday cake and decorating it, and then just gingerbreads, and just so many things I would love to do. And they've got some great recipes, and just balloon animals, just lots of fun things. So I thought I am going to get this book, and we are going to make some of the gifts in here. This is super cute for your garden with the strawberries with the red boots. I liked that also. So great crafts in here. The next one is Home Sweet Home. What makes a house a home? And we all want to have a beautiful home and be happy. And so this book I thought would be great. The next one is A Wild Child's Guide to Endangered Animals. So I saw this and I don't remember if it was on a YouTube video, but I really liked it. It goes through different types of, like, the anteater, and it goes through the grasslands, and it just several different ones. The camel, and just many of them. The horned frog. And so I thought, I'm going to get this book. This looked intriguing, so I went ahead and got that one. I got the animal book, and I was going through, and it's over 100 incredible creatures and how we share the planet with them. And we're going to be doing some stuff with animals this year, so I have picked some of these. But you go through, and they just have several different things on the ocean, things in the desert, things in the rainforest, and just really fun. So this was a great book choice. I picked this one, and I love the tortoise. I love the big tortoises. And then this is a bat and a toucan and a wolf and just big spiders, all kinds of great things. So I'm excited about this book. The next one is First Picture Dictionary, and I want to kind of use this for sight words. So when it talks about, like, things for transportation, you know, being familiar with which each vehicle is, and then kind of recognizing some of them as sight words and what things go together, like the picture of all the instruments, talking about the different instruments. We do have 3-part Montessori cards to go with instruments. So it just has a lot of great things. The garage, things you find in certain areas. So I thought this book was great. In the bathroom, things you see that will be familiar. So that was another book. The next one is called Strange Trees, the story behind them. And it goes through and it talks about all, gives you a map of all the different continents and the different trees that grow on them. So it's just some really cool trees. This is the bullhorn tree, and it just goes through some really cool. They're kind of whimsical, these pictures. I like them, though. The dwarf willow tree, I thought they were pretty. So this one we're excited about. And then the Big Book of everything underground. And this is really cool because it takes you and it tells you things that are underground, and it opens up really big. It has huge flaps, and it takes you through the tunnels, things you can see. So this was a really neat book. I'm looking forward. Mason loves things like this. Underground treasures. Um, what do you see underneath the surface when they're doing excavating and they're using big equipment? And it shows you the different things they use it for and what they dig and how they have big trucks and cranes. So this one I thought was really a cool book. Mason will love that. Here's another tree book. I was looking at some different trees because I love nature and just some things we're going to study. And we have, we'll be using, and it has for winter, it has for spring, summer, and fall. So lots of cool things in this book too. So just a really neat book. The next book is about trees, and this is The Magic and Mystery of Trees. And this is really cool. I love beautiful back cover for the back part of the book. And then it just goes through, talks about harvest time, springtime, winter, trees and me. Super cute. And just lots of things. Whoops, swamps and forests, trees on that are on slits, and then just things that are tropical rainforest. How pretty that is. So it goes through and shows you all of that. It's really nice. So just lots of beautiful trees and habitats, and talks about incredible trees and under attack and animals that love to kind of chew on the trees and the leaves, the forest family. So great book. The next one is by DK, and it is Trees, Leaves, Flowers, and Seeds. And I got this because we're, once again, going to be doing nature, a lot of nature, and just things that we want to look for. And what do greenhouses look like? And when you go to a nursery, and just plants of the world, different types of plants and flowering plants, and then helpful herbs, and just great things, and just stems and stalks, and beautiful. Pumpkin boat race. They're all in giant-sized pumpkins. This was pretty cool to see. So just a beautiful book of many beautiful trees and flowers and leaves and pine cones and mushrooms and just all kinds of great things. And different plants with patterns. So I thought that was really cool. And then the last one I got is called Natural World. And it is so pretty. And here, I just love, it talks about living things, it talks about movement, it talks about reproduction, response, nutrition, and it just so, it's in growth, it just many great things in this book. So this I thought was a really interesting book. So surviving the different seasons, and it tells you how animals do that, and hibernation, and butterflies and moths, and the difference between them. And this is just the art disguise, so how they hide and you can't see where they're at. It's kind of a cool picture. You can't really see them walking up the branch because they blend in. And this talks about the ocean layers and creatures of the deep. So this is just a super great book. So I thought, what a wonderful book. And there's so many great things in here to discover. And we're all about books and running out of actually space for books. I have several bookshelves. I'm not going to mention how many. But we do love books, and kids love books. We use these in our morning basket. We use these to go along with our curriculum. So, just enjoying reading them and using them with unit studies and just sharing them as a family. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little icon, the bell. Just go ahead and click that. That way you'll know when I make more videos. And thank you again for sharing your Wednesday with me. And may God richly bless you in this day. Bye-bye now.